Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I want to show you how to improve your milk steaming with the cheap Delonghi machines and get your cappuccinos from looking like this, like all airy and bubbly, to looking like proper flat whites with latte art. So I'll try and teach you how to steam your milk, how to pour it for latte art. I'll test out a few different steam wand nozzles that you can replace your current one with, and I'll tell you which one I think is the best. Before I show you any of the steam one nozzle alternatives, I want to show you a little trick on what you can do if you don't want to buy any other steam one nozzles. Also, the cheaper DeLonghi machines come with this steam one sleeve, which has like a really wide opening, and it's almost impossible to produce microfoam. So what you want to do is remove this and get a plastic cable zip tie and fasten it around the steam wand. Make sure it's really tight. The reason why is because the pressure is so high and this thing flies off every time while steaming. As you can see here, I'll show you. And with the cable zip tied and secured, it's never gonna fly off, and you can just cut off the excess that's hanging. I'm gonna prep a puck real quick. I recommend using a fresh can of espresso. I recommend using Ely. I'll have a link down below from Amazon for it, along with all the tools and accessories that I'm gonna be using throughout this video to prep my puck, or the steam one nozzles, milk pitchers. So if you wanna grab any, they're all gonna be down there. So once your portafilter is ready, you can pull a double shot of espresso. Use 2% or more milk. Make sure it's refrigerated and not room temperature. Then I recommend the 12-ounce smaller milk jugs. Fill it up to the spout, to right about here. So next, this is really important. Start by resting the steam wand on the spout and tilting the jug to the right, submerging it just under the surface. Start steaming and immediately start lowering the jug until you hear that paper tear sound. That means that air is being introduced into the milk. So do that for 1 to 2 seconds and then submerge the steam wand tip again below the surface. This will create that whirlpool effect that will heat and mix everything evenly and give you that silky smooth texture. So do this 2 or 3 times. So move the jug up and down to introduce air 2 or 3 times, and when the milk jug becomes warm but not too hot to touch, then it's time to stop. That's when you're done. Wipe your steam wand with a wet towel and purge it. Moving on to the pouring phase, spin your espresso and then spin your milk jug to incorporate the milk with the microfoam. Place the tip of the index finger on the corner and then grab your milk jug like this. Start pouring from high above, and then once you have it halfway full, you can lower the milk jug and draw your latte art. Okay, so moving on to the 3 stainless steel replacement options that you can use to improve your steam wand. So I'm gonna quickly show you the first option. I'm gonna remove the silicone tip. So as you can see, this one doesn't have anything holding it on except the gasket. I also cannot use the cable zip tie because it's stainless steel, so I cannot tie it or fasten it. So I've tried and tested and it does fly off sometimes. So I'm just gonna skip and move on to the second option, which has the twist on mechanism. And as you can see, you can just spin it or twist it and it will lock in place, which will prevent it from flying off. It's high quality build. It's super cheap. It's only 15 bucks on Amazon. It's got a really small single hole at the bottom for creating enough pressure to steam milk properly. So you're gonna have your steam wand at this angle right here. And then same process like before, you rest your steam wand on the spout, submerge it right below the surface. You're gonna hear that loud screaming sound in the beginning. That's why you need to start lowering the milk jug immediately until you hear that paper tear sound. Introduce air for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly move the jug back up to submerge the tip below the milk again, and repeat the process a couple of times. When the milk jug becomes a bit too hot to touch, then stop, clean your steam wand, purge it, and then pour again. So again, start up high, pour your milk until it's like halfway full, lower your jug, and slowly move your wrist to draw your latte art. Moving on to the third and final option, which is this steam wand that looks very similar to what commercial espresso machines have. It comes with 2 tips, one with 3 hole and one with a single hole. It's longer, which means you can use the regular 20-ounce milk pitchers. It also has that twist-on mechanism, which is really useful so that it locks in place. I'm gonna replace the single hole with the 3-hole tip to test it. Same process again, just don't forget to tilt your jug to the right. That's really important. I see this as the most common mistakes beginners make. Keeping the tip right at the surface, making really small adjustments up and down so that you don't risk introducing too much air and messing up your milk. Okay, so one last time, start pouring from like 3 to 4 inches above, then lowering your jug and draw your latte art. And as you could immediately see, the milk foam from this one was much better than the previous ones, but this one is 45 bucks, so is it worth the extra 30 bucks? I'll leave that up to you. My personal favorite was the second one. It's stainless steel. It's only 15-16 bucks. It has the twist on mechanism and it produced great results. That's all for this video. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you, and I'll catch you in the next one.